everyone, and thank you for watching my new video. I'm Marjolein, I'm a fluid artist from the Netherlands, and from my art studio I would like to show you what I do. And today a quick experiment. I found something in a store here. It's this. Look, this. I found this in a store here in the Netherlands. It is in Dutch. I think it's only in Dutch. Yes, it's only in Dutch. And in French and in German, but not in English. It's glitter glue, and it is glue. I think it's glue. I know it's glitter glue. And because you can also make a pouring medium with glue, maybe this will work as also when I pour this into my fluid art. So I have not tried it. You can see here it is still sealed, so let's open it and let's try. I have some leftover paints. I have it there. Maybe the colors aren't really matching, but this is just for the experiment. There's a lot of glitters. Look, it's really shiny. Look, and there are bigger and smaller glitters. I am so curious if this will work. Let's try it, and I will film it with my phone, because then I can really show you the close-up of the glitter glue. Let's try to make this work. I don't know, glitter glue. Let's use glitter glue in fluid art. There, glitter glue. See, and I have some leftover paint, but I will make this video only for testing the glitter glue and not the color. So maybe I will tell you the colors, but when I have leftover paint, I really don't know exactly what color it is. This is really a short video, but I think it will be nice to see. I really have no idea what will happen. I have an old not an old canvas. I have a cheap canvas, and I will use for this things. maybe it doesn't work at all. Here I have a canvas, and I did not have the back taped, and I do not have the push pins. It's just testing, and if it works, I can make a bigger one. I really love the shine and the glitter in this one. So, and I also have no idea how thick it is. So let's see that first. Let's pour it in somewhere. Let's open it first and unseal it. Look, it is glitter glue. I bought it for my daughter, but then I saw, maybe I can use it for myself. Let's pour a little bit on here. And I think it's transparent glitter. Look, this is how it looks. It's really shiny. But where are the bigger? There are also bigger chunks in it. Oh, there's one. Let's see. It is really thick. And I will swipe through it also, maybe. I don't know. I'm just experimenting some things. Oh, why isn't it? Oh, there it is. Look, there is a thing there. You can look. There is. Let's add some colors to this canvas. And it's not about the composition. It's not about the swiping. It's only to test the glue. And I do not have an apron on, so let's not make a mess. Some blue, and this is the cobalt blue from Liquitex, and this is the titanium white bluff from Amsterdam. But there is something wrong with my white, and I don't know why. It's also, I think it's also in that one, but we will see that. And this is the turquoise blue from Amsterdam. And let's add a little bit of the dark. This is the Prussian blue hue from Winsor & Newton. And this is the copper from Amsterdam. And I will add a little bit of this green gold from Winsor & Newton. And I will lay it a little bit on the titanium bluff, white bluff, because otherwise this is a transparent paint, so when you pour it on a darker color and it really get muted. let's see, some green. This is the permanent green light. I think the permanent green from Liquitex. And maybe we will discover a fantastic new color palette. Let's use the glue. Let's make a line or something. I have no idea. Let's see. Let's use a little bit of the glue. I think it's too thick. It looks great. Maybe it's fun to use it when you are done with the swiping, and then you add it as a little accent. It really oh, that really, I think it will go down. See, it will sink. I think it will sink. Look, it looks great, but I think it will. There you can see it. It sinks to the bottom. Let's swipe through it and see what will happen then. That's why it's an experiment. I will swipe it black this time. I use so much white cell activator. I think black is also fun. Let's see, and I will start somewhere here in the white. Will it go? No, it will be a snake there underneath the paint. It's a snake underneath the paint. It's not going to go anywhere, but maybe it's fun to use it like this. But you can see here you can see there is a snake. Snakes, as you can see there, you can see the shape of the glitter glue. Maybe when I use a little bit water, let's pour a little bit in this cup. This is an experiment within an experiment, but this doesn't work. Let's add a little bit of the glitter glue, and I will add a little bit water. So then it will be the same. I hope to make it the same consistency as the paint. But it's really hard to see because it is really thick. Maybe I have to add some Floetrol, I don't know. But this is really still really thick. You can see here, it doesn't go off the stick. You can see there, it. But this still looks fun when it's on the paint. What's to do? Maybe some more. I don't have more water. This is. Oh, I think it's too much water. This is way too much water. This is too much water. Let's add it all there. Love the glitters. Let's see, let's add a little bit here. Let's see if it will go anywhere. Oh, this looks fun. And let's use a little bit cell activator. Let's see if it's falling apart or it just stays together. When you go with your paint over the glitters, you don't see the glitters anymore. So I think you should lay the glitter on the paint at the last step, just like the spray paint. Let's see here what will happen here. Look, it really, it will level. It's a bit amount. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe when I use, that was something I have in my mind, to make puddles and then use this on top of those puddles and then use your stick to create a really nice pattern. This is also fun when you have it straight from your bottle and you get a nice line there, look. But I'm not sure how that will dry. Maybe you can still see that little snake thing that's really thicker there when it gets some texture. But I love it here when you go over it with your palette knife. Smear it a little bit there, or what's the word? Oh. Here is that snake here. You can still see it there, but now all the colors are mixed up. I don't know. Nice when you have a swipe here and you go, watch out for that thing. I think it's straight from a bottle. It is too thick. And this must be the top layer, so maybe this looks really weird now when you stretch it. You cannot stretch it because that snake will still stays on the same spot of where you left your snake. Here it doesn't move along, the snake stays in the same position, and that really is weird. Look, it's weird. Look there. You can still see the snake going. Why do I do this on my mat? Here, there are some big parts there. And this is funny, look there. There is some glitter. I don't want this on my dress. Let's remove it a little bit. Maybe I can test another. And look, this, this, this glitter is a rabbit. I don't know. Can you see there? That's a rabbit. It's really children glue. Children. Maybe I can make something with that. Maybe I can make some jewelry. Oh, there's the bunny. I have no idea what this video is about. Can I do something with it? No, I'm not sure. No, this is... I can throw this paint away. But it was already scraped off paint and leftover paint. So this is perfect to try this. And maybe it worked and this doesn't work now. And let's try something else. Let's try to add a little bit of Floetrol. This is really too thick. But I'm not sure Floetrol will work either. Floetrol here. I think it will be white, but Floetrol is white, but when it's dry it's transparent, so it dries transparent. You get those glittery white. It drips much better from the stick now. Let's make a puddle here. I'm not sure about the rabbits. There are rabbits inside the paint. And I didn't notice it when I bought it. Yes, and there are rabbits here. You can see there's also a rabbit. Okay, now I think it's the same thickness. Let's swipe. So this is also why I do not use a good canvas. Let's see, let's go through this paint. Is it paint? No, it's glue. Look, it's a sky, a midnight sky. Look at this shine. It really looks funny. Yeah, you get a really glittery look here. This is a really glittery swipe. And I think it reacts the same as paint. You can see here, you can stretch it the same way as the paint, but it adds a little bit extra glitter. There's a little snake, the head there. Let's see how this dries. It looks fun, but this will dry darker, of course, because now it's transparent, and this is all, there's all glitter here, and 3 bunnies. All right, let's see. I think it looks fun when you use a small amount. This is too much. Let's remove this snake here. It's not nice. And for this test, I also use a little bit of this straight from this bottle. Let's see how this dries. This looks great. I love the color. Translucent. Maybe I can use some translucent white. Oh. Okay, I think it's almost empty already. Now, look, there is a lot of... there is a lot there. Too much. Look, no, look here. This is way too much. Now you cannot use it straight from this bottle. I love it here. Look. Now you cannot use it straight from the bottle. You have to use some water or Floetrol. Then you get some complete coverage with speckles. Let's see, maybe I can make something from this here. Get some flower petals here. Look, it's really thick there. No, that's not exactly what I had in mind. I will let this dry and then we'll see what will happen. I love the glitters, but I use too much. Too much. Too much. Let's see if I use 2 colors. And 3 colors. And a little bit of this. Just a little bit of it. Too much. Just this. Maybe I can use it in my cell activator. What will happen then? I don't know. Let's swipe through there. And there are the bunnies. Where is it go? Where did it go? There's also a heart. A heart shape. You see it? I don't want to spill any paint on my dress. Look, a heart, 2 hearts. some red. There are also some red things. And why is there blue paint in my cup? I don't know. We will see. I will let this dry and we will see what will happen. I don't know. I just did something. I love this here. I love the colors. I think you can use the glitter in every color you want. Because it's transparent, you can use the glitter in every color, and you can see some glittery gold glitter in the blue, or I don't know. Let's see. I'll let this dry and I will show you this when it's. I will show you the close-up now. Look, here's some thick paint, and there's a heart. It's really thick there. You can see it's a really gluish. And here you cannot see here. There is just a little bit speckles. Look there, the black cell activator on dark paint. You cannot see it. You see a little bit. I love the green. And this will be dried really dark because it's transparent now. And this is also transparent now here, but it will dry really dark. And then you have a night sky, I think. Let's wait for it to dry, and we'll see. I will let it dry like this. I do not have to touch up this part. I will let it dry like this, and I will be back to you in a few days when it's dry. And then I hope the glitter will stay on the paint, and you cannot, when it's dry, when you go over it with your fingers, that you will remove it. You will see. So to be continued. So my small test painting is dry, and I can tell you, didn't work. It's completely dull. It really looks weird. When it was drying, you can see exactly where the Floetrol was, and I thought it will dry clear, but it's a little bit dull, I think. And here it's really weird. You can see there. This is really weird. And here I tried to. What did I do there? And I added. Oh no! What I did was. But I didn't film. I'm not sure that I filmed it. I did it afterwards. I added a little bit of that glitter glue in my cell activator. So there was also white paint. That's why it's white there. But there was no cell reaction. You do not get cell reaction by that. And this is the thicker. And here are the what did I call the snakes? The snakes there. You can see that, but that's not. It's not nice. It really is not nice. And those cells are beautiful, but I didn't use the glue there. No, it's not a success. And I think you can, when I do this, a little bit. There are little glitters on my hand. I'm not sure you can see it. A little bit glitters there. So it's not a success. It's not worth the try, but I did try it for you. I tested for you. So it's not, maybe, no, I didn't work. Oh, and I did something else. Wait, maybe I can show you that also. It's here. I was making a skin, and then I had those, and I tried it also. It's really looking weird, you know. Here you can see here. Here did I use this part? You can see exactly where it really expands there. You can see it there. Can you see it? I'm not sure you can see it. There was a big part where I used the glitter glue with Floetrol, and I was trying to get it through this painting, but it didn't work. And here you can also see it really becomes bigger. It really expands. So the glitter goes everywhere. So it's like you spray the glitter over your whole complete painting. So it's not a success, but let's try. It was really fun to try it, and not a success at all. It looked weird. So that was my test. That was my test video for you. Nice try. It was not a nice try. But that was a complete glitter painting, and a really dull glitter painting I made for you. So this one will throw away. And let's try. I was just testing another thing, and it's here on my table. I was testing glow in the dark paint, and I have it here, the bottle. This I will test also for you. That will be in another test video, and I really. Excited about this, and I can tell you it did work. But I'm not sure how it will dry. It's now drying, so when it's dry and it dried well, I can make a bigger painting with that, and I will show you also in the next video, because this is the end of this video. And if you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel, and as I always say in Dutch, houdoe.